Let's just face it like it is. Learning a language from scratch is not easy by any means. It could be really overwhelming at times, knowing which books to read, dictionaries to use, classes to take, people to practice with, and it could get really overwhelming. The one thing you definitely don't want to do here is waste all that time trying all these different things, trying to make it work, and having it never really click in the end. And then you feel frustrated and give up. But as an Italian teacher who's seen it all myself and has actually gone through the language learning process myself, here's my take on how to learn Italian starting from the ground up. So if you're just starting out, these strategies are perfect for you. If you are ready to start your Italian journey right now, then like this video and stay till the end to grab all the info. And be sure to subscribe so you can get more weekly learning strategies and lessons. If you're new to my channel, ciao, mi chiamo Maria, and I help people go from saying their first words in Italian to holding confident conversations so they can build meaningful, lasting connections with people. So if that's something that you'd like to be a part of, then keep on watching. Step 1 is to set clear goals. So setting clear goals will not only help you remember why you started, but will give you motivation to keep going. And it also helps you see how far you've come. So I want you to ask yourself these questions right here. Why are you learning the language? Is it for fun? Are you vacationing in Italy? Do you have family there? Is it to hold deeper conversations? Is it to make lifelong friends? The best way to do this is actually to fill in these blanks right here. By becoming conversational in Italian, I will feel blank when I can blank. So for example, you can say, by becoming conversational in Italian, I will feel accomplished when I can finally make a friend and get to know them in Italy. And to show you're accountable with this, comment your version below and remember to fill in the blanks to suit your goals and how you will feel. Having a clear purpose like this will help you motivate yourself when things get hard, because learning a language is hard. And it helps you focus on what's most important to you, which is different than someone else's goal. And the best part too is as you continue learning, you can constantly update your goals and update this sentence and see how far you've really come. So it's actually kind of exciting. Step 2 is never stop perfecting your pronunciation. Pronunciation is the #1 thing that differentiates between a master speaker and a newbie. And there's a real reason why we focus on this so much inside the Italian Toolkit and literally have calls surrounding pronunciation. Because no matter how much vocabulary you know or grammar rules that you know, if you can't pronounce something with like 80% accuracy, nobody's going to understand you. And since it'll be hard for them to even understand you, they probably won't want to continue having a conversation with you. If this is something that you need help with, by the way, and you want to get started with Italian pronunciation, I have a free pronunciation guide in the description. We go over phrases, there's a ton of practice words in there, and it'll be super helpful. My top tip for practicing pronunciation is to use a shadowing technique, and I have a video on that right here, on how to practice when you have nobody to talk to. And I'll also share that link below. Even small improvements in how you say words will make you sound more natural, and in turn, you'll get more compliments on how you say things, and you'll feel even better and more confident speaking. Step 3 is to immerse yourself in a community. There is just something really special about having little cheerleaders behind you and support you every step of the way. Especially when these people are also going through the same process that you are and know how hard it is to achieve a certain goal. It's just an incredible feeling and keeps you going because it's more than just a language at this point. It's about building relationships with people and really having deeper conversations. So it's more than just a superficial, small talk, hi, how are you sort of thing. Step 4 is to build vocabulary around your interests. Most people tend to start with grammar, which in some ways that's okay, but it could really become confusing and overwhelming really fast. And then you wind up giving up and quitting because it's just too much at once. But building the specific vocabulary around things that you know you want to talk about and that you love talking about will get you excited to start speaking. So if you love swimming or taking a walk, you could make sure that you find out how to say that in Italian. So for swimming, you would say nuotare, or fare una passeggiata for taking a walk. That way you're personalizing it and learning words that you know you'll want to use and make the process more fun. One tool for this I recommend is word reference, because you could go down a whole rabbit hole of learning new words and meanings and phrases, and I actually have a video on how to use that right here as well, and I'll also link this below. My fifth and final step here is to start with basic phrases so you can start speaking and building those connections right now. Like I said in the last step, you don't need grammar to start speaking. You can just build upon the vocabulary that you learned in the last step around things that you like and create sentences around that. Diving right into phrases will get you more comfortable and used to the rhythm of conversations and intonation too. For example, when I first learned Italian and I was going to visit my family in Italy, I loved taking walks and going outside. So when I went there to visit my cousin, I would say vado a fare una passeggiata, which is I'm going for a walk, and hai voglia di fare una passeggiata, which is do you feel like going for a walk? So again, building vocabulary around what you love to talk about and then forming sentences around that and starting to speak right now will make you feel so much better and will motivate you to keep going. And also don't forget to set your clear goals. If you found this video particularly helpful, then I know for sure that you'll also find my free lesson for beginners helpful too. We go over a lot of things. We go over pronunciation, ways to practice dialogues, how to make mistakes, all the good stuff. The link for that is in the description below, so be sure to check that out. And take my word for it, it's completely free and you'll gain so much more just by watching it. If this video made you excited about starting your Italian journey, which I really hope it did, then you'll definitely want to watch this next lesson right here, where I go over the Italian alphabet and basic everyday words to go along with it. I'll be back next week with more conversational Italian lessons and strategies. So be sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications so you don't miss out when I post a new lesson. Alla prossima! Ciao!